Hey, you found the full show episode. Thank you so much for being here. We got an hour-long episode coming up right now of all new material, which we love. And thank you also for following along on our Second Date podcast, which is sitting at number 10 today on the Spotify comedy podcast.
I literally check it religiously now.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, come on.
Yeah, we're coming for you. Call her daddy.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and I mean, I do love her. I don't want to pass her, but I
I'm
want
going
to
after Giggle Squad, you girls.
All right, listen. Full show starts right now.
If you're like me, you pat yourself down before you leave the house.
Yeah.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the
Why
morning.
do I feel like you give yourself a full
Yeah, you're different, Jeff.
body cavity search
1
before
second.
you leave the house?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you got to do
Yeah.
it 4, 5, 12 times just to make really sure you
Why-
got
You
everything.
just check your pockets and move on,
Why
Jeff.
are you patting so fast?
You got to check. You have all the essentials: your keys, your wallet, your phone,
Okay,
and of
or just-
course,
yeah.
your spare underwear.
Whoa, you guys bring spares?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. According to a new survey, about half of all Americans carry backup underwear with them whenever they go out.
Hey, you know?
Is it in your purse, your pocket? Like,
Yeah.
For my underwear, I'm going to need a real big pocket. Because these things are just huge.
It's like you pack it into a parachute.
Yeah, this lady's got a parachute
It's
on
like
her.
one of those puffer vests.
Yeah, the top listed reasons people bring backup underwear with them.
We
they
don't
said,
need the reasons, Jeff.
I think we all know.
Yeah,
like,
let's not.
In case of an accident.
There's multiple reasons. Number one is in case they have an accident.
Okay.
Number two, because they plan to change clothes at some point in the day. Like after going to the gym or after sitting in the economy section of an airplane.
Okay.
And my underwear's got to match my new fit.
Or number three, if you're like Brooke and you want to leave a special gift for the bus driver after he drops you off.
You know, some people like to tip dollars. I like to tip in other ways.
that is
man.
going to traumatize
That's a
someone.
good woman. Now, 70% of people who carry around spare underwear say they have had it come in handy for them at least once.
Wait, 70%?
70% say it's worth it. So maybe if you're not doing it yet, pack some undies into your bag.
I guess
Maybe use it like a napkin or something.
I pack spare underwear for my kids just in case.
Yeah, that
you know?
makes sense,
So
though.
it's like,
I mean, like, for us, though.
maybe you don't grow out of it.
It is more common for the younger generations to do it. 60% of Gen Zers, 57% of millennials say they bring in case of emergency underwear everywhere they go.
See, I can see, like, 90% of boomers, 90% of the kids.
Yeah.
And
They're
millennials-
just still going on their preschool packing list.
The good news is we don't have to do backup pairs of underwear personally because we have a communal pair of undies in studio for whoever loses the shot collar question of the day.
I love wearing those things.
Yeah, I mean, after a 6 a.m. electrocution, you need to upgrade the undercarriage. So,
Stop it.
backup panties are ready. We are in position. Jake, administer the question.
We should have backup shock panties.
Get out your pocket dictionaries and wave them in the air like you just don't care. Because it's National Word Nerd Day.
Words are cool.
It's the day we're all supposed to try and learn some new words, revive some old ones, and recognize the importance of the all-powerful semicolon. But instead of focusing on the word part, today we're zeroing in on the nerds.
Oh.
You know, the super smart kids in your class who Brooke used to corner in the gymnasium to pressure them into kissing her.
I'm going to get you, Ryan.
And today, we're going to highlight the most famous and sexy geniuses of all time during a special Nerds the Word edition of Plenty of 20. Now, I have a list of the 20 most famous nerds. They could be fictional, like Sherlock Holmes, or non-fictional, or real, like Albert Einstein.
Yeah, I'm glad that you told us what non-fictional
I don't
was.
know, Alexis for the
I
plus.
needed that.
So, give me a number 1 through 20, and I'll tell you a hint about a famous nerd. Just tell me their name to stay in the game.
Gotcha.
We'll start with the woman who zoned out as soon as I said dictionary. That's Alexis.
No, I zoned out at underwear today.
Alexis, how about a number 1 through 20, please?
8.
Number 8. His company's cars can drive themselves, but he's aiming for something out of this world. What nerd is that?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
yeah.
That's correct. I would also accept him on the dweeb list. Brooke, we're over to you. How about a number?
3.
Brooke, she's 8 years old, but her IQ is probably higher than everyone else in her family combined. What famous nerd is this?
She's 8 years old.
Dora the Explorer, Brooke.
No, I mean,
She knows a lot.
Dora's an orphan.
I'm guessing she's fictional because if she's always 8 years old, she's
gotta
not
be, right?
changing.
Yeah, that's true. Oh,
Oh,
I just thought of it.
Here's my guess, but I don't know if this is right. Is it Matilda?
Brooke said
not what I
Matilda. That is incorrect. I was looking for Lisa Simpson.
Oh, wow.
only
God,
8?
I wanted to get more of a hint than that.
But she plays the saxophone, and saxophones, people can't be nerds.
Dude, I played the
so
saxophone.
cool.
Never mind.
never mind.
I take back my
All that
statement.
sax, what's up?
Saxophones, total dorks.
We're over to Jose. We're talking most popular nerds of all time in pop culture. Jose, how about a number?
12?
12. Jose, your nerd hint is his logic is flawless, but his blood runs green.
Green blood.
What nerd is this?
They probably need to go to the doctor if that's the case. It's not very good.
Smart with green blood. I mean, the only other green smarty I know is Kermit the Frog, who taught me everything. So I'm gonna go Kermit.
It's not easy being green.
It's not easy.
I would know. Jose, you said Kermit the Frog. That is incorrect. This is kind of a tough one. Green blood was a hint to Spock from Star Trek.
I didn't
Flawless
realize he had
logic
green
as
blood.
well.
Okay.
You never see it.
Because
You
you're
don't
not
see his
nerd
blood
enough.
Yeah, he needs to get cut more in that show.
Brooke and Jose are out. Jeffrey, if you get this right, we can keep going. Otherwise, Alexis wins the nerd list.
I don't know if
Check
I
out,
want
yeah.
to win that.
It says, I've seen your honor roll certificate.
Oh, that's a good remember, Brooke. I should put that up on our
She's
Instagram
our big
again.
we're
nerd.
good.
She's our nerd.
Jeffrey, 8, 3, and 12 have been selected.
Give me number 13.
13. Jeff, he famously built an empire asking, quote, are they hot or not? What nerd is this?
Oh, what? Wait a minute.
Is it
I
like
thought I knew.
hot wings spice? Like hot or not spicy?
assume
Or
attractiveness.
hot like, physical
like
attractiveness?
Isn't it that weird guy that's behind Girls Gone Wild? Is it the
I don't know
same
if
guy
he's
who did
nerdy,
the
he's
Hot or
just
Not
douchey.
website?
I don't think Girls Gone Wild guys were nerds.
Oh, I'm just telling you. I don't know.
Thirsty, but maybe not nerd.
Are they hot
See,
or
I feel
not?
like guys that are behind that stuff are typically nerds because they can't get girls any other way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who else? What is the question again?
They built an empire by asking the question, are they hot or not?
Oh, Tinder.
Okay. I think we're thinking wrong. Is there some sort of genius that did temperature?
Dave
there's
Fahrenheit.
A science.
Okay.
Science
now
guy.
we're getting the real.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, totally. Let's go that route.
Al Gore.
We're going to say Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Not bad.
Jeffrey guessed William Sanford Nye, a.k.a. Bill Nye the Science Guy. That is incorrect. The Are They Hot or Not was a reference to a website that this guy built before Facebook when he was attending Harvard, talking about Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, Mark.
Dude,
He
he was
did?
behind Hot or Not?
He made a site at Harvard. My classmates hot or not?
Yeah,
and
I
that's
remember
what-
the site Hot or Not.
Right, and then it
Wow.
became Facebook
That he
eventually.
made
It was
Hot
his
or
next
Not?
project.
Dude, I'm
I
telling you,
remember
it's
that.
only nerds behind that stuff.
Dude.
It's the
Right,
only way
Brooke?
that they can.
Zuckster's got swag. So.
Alexis, congratulations on winning the
Yeah.
nerd edition
It
of
doesn't feel good.
Plenty of 20.
So, Alexis, you get to choose who gets shocked today while singing Sweet Home Alabama by
Hey.
Leonard
I mean,
Skinner.
I gotta go our saxophone playing nerd over here.
Would you like me to belt it out?
No,
on the
no.
sax?
Over here.
Sweet home Alabama,
Diddle 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 dee.
where skies are so blue.
How are your undies doing? You need a change after
Oh,
that?
she's got him.
Don't ask.
I like them the way they are.
No, got
Why does that sound so
Let me give her an atomic wedgie. That's your shock collar question of the day. We got your phone tab coming up
terrible.
in just a few minutes.
like the way they are?
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Is it a good idea to plot revenge against your boss?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with a hot no.
I mean, if you've already quit, yeah.
Probably not. You don't want to be leaving like a paper trail of evidence of your plot.
Totally.
What?
But when the opportunity for revenge just falls right in your lap, you
Okay.
have to take it.
Oh,
Okay.
And that's why one of our listeners chose to spring into action and get even with the man who made her work life a living hell. And she says, honestly, it may have been the best thing she ever did for her career. You're going to hear it in a brand new mass speaker coming up right now.
You don't know me.
Confession I can't take back.
I am.
The Masked Speaker.
Texas 78592 says, every time I make a single slice of toast, I alternate the slot in the toaster machine so the other slot doesn't feel left out.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Balance. I like that.
It's a fair thing, because especially with smart appliances now, they're going to catch feelings. And the fridge is going to be jealous of the air fryer because the air fryer is hooking up with the coffee maker right in front of his ex, the smart kettle, who just has to sit there and watch it happen right on the counter.
The
and
audacity.
The will whistle at you, too.
Oh, yeah. So, and I bet the people listening right now are jealous of the woman that we have on the phone ready to confess her secret live on the radio. And she's chosen to go by the name Veronica today. So, Veronica, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you so much.
That's a fun, secret name. Veronica.
Yeah, Veronica.
Yeah. How are you feeling right now?
Pretty good. This is sort of a different thing,
Yes.
but I'm glad to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, sometimes you got to do hard stuff to get to the good part. Once you get this off your chest, you'll feel so much better.
It feels good to let stuff go, especially if all your exes are listening and get super jealous, too. So,
Just like that tea kettle.
just like that tea kettle. So, Voice Changer is on. You are the mass speaker. Whenever you're ready, let's hear your confession, Veronica.
Okay, well, years ago, I had a part-time job. I was an intern with this company. I was going to school and working, so my days were pretty full, and I just had a horrible male boss.
Oh, God, I can imagine, especially back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he just tried to undermine everybody because I think he was so... Now I realize how insecure he probably
Right.
was.
Yeah.
But at the time,
And when he found out that I was going to school as well, he just said, I don't know why you're even bothering me. You're so incompetent anyway. You're not going to succeed in the business world. You're never going to go anywhere in our company.
You know what?
You sound just like my dad.
Yeah. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that Jeffrey has that motivational poster in his office.
I do. It brings me right back home.
Yeah, you'll never amount to anything.
Oh,
Dad.
Still haven't reached there. But
What did you do? How did you overcome it?
Well, after I worked with him for not too long, I found out what his soft spot was. And his real weakness was public speaking. He had a lot of bravado when he was on a one-to-one thing or if it was over the phone. But he also was responsible for making fairly regular presentations. And he let it slip that he really didn't like to do these. This was not his arena at all.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. He's like an insecure dude who doesn't want to be put on display,
look bad.
by people that he knows are smarter than him,
So now that you know that his weakness is public speaking, what do you do with that?
Oh, you sit in the back and mock him, heckle him the whole time? You suck!
I thought I would go a slightly different route for this one.
Okay.
So he had a very big presentation. This was like the quarterly bigwig. Everybody who counted was there. And because he didn't like to speak in public, the only way he could get through it was with a little liquid courage.
Oh, he drank on the job?
Bro, this is
Yeah,
radio. We've been in a radio studios where they're like, hey, you guys visiting, you guys want any drinks? We're like, what?
What?
You guys have alcohol bottles in your
Although we
office?
don't do any presentations that are
No,
important here.
no, we just like to drink.
Yeah.
Radio,
not
yeah.
quite the same at all.
Wow. Okay. Your boss is drinking before his presentations
All right,
now.
all right.
But he just wanted to go have, wanted
nip?
to give him a little nip just to give him a little, courage.
Okay.
So
Loosen him up a little bit.
I decided that maybe a little fair play was about due.
I'm dying. What did you do?
Yes.
Well, I decided that a different order of presentation might be helpful. So I mixed up the cards.
You mixed up the
Oh,
cards.
his flash notes?
Oh, I thought for sure you put a laxative in his whiskey.
I thought you wrote something bad on the cards. You like read out loud?
Yo, how bad are we that we have other suggestions for
Yeah.
you? to
Yeah.
help
Oh, you
with
wanted
this?
him to Ron Burgundy.
Yeah,
to
totally.
start with, like-
Yeah.
Okay.
So he came back in, kind of refreshed. So he started the presentation. And it wasn't until he got into it that he realized that things were not going quite as planned.
First card. Thank you all for your time. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Wait, hold on.
That's the last card.
Okay. Was he panicking?
if you could put a faucet of water dripping off his head, you'd get an idea of how profusely he was starting to
just
sweat.
Wow.
What a simple way to just ruin this man.
Yeah, seriously.
He was an easy target after he left himself, and I'm not proud of having done it, except for the fact that in hindsight, his behavior was atrocious.
Yeah, be proud.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we're fine with that. So what happened? Did the bosses get mad that he didn't do a good job, or?
Oh, they were very unhappy campers, completely.
Good.
And so, he was mumbling and he was not saying the words correctly. And it looked like he was completely out of control.
Well, to be fair, he had been drinking right before the presentation, so
True, yeah.
He was slurring.
he was vomiting. It was just a horrible
At
display.
one point, he got up and took his shirt off and swung it over his head.
Hey, who wants to fight before the presentation's over?
Man, that flashcard trick really did a number on him. So, what happened to your boss after the presentation was over and he had officially fallen flat on his face?
Well, he wasn't allowed to do any more presentations.
Nice.
Kind of helped him.
Well, actually, he didn't want to, so
Yeah.
did him a
But
favor.
you don't get many promotions if you can't do a presentation.
Right.
man.
So it was clearly a demotion.
Wow. And what about you?
Well, they asked me to do the presentations going forward.
Let's have the intern do it.
And then I was recruited to a bigger, better company.
Okay.
That's awesome.
And now your former boss drinks not just on the job, 24 hours a day.
There it is.
There we go.
Can't tell you, we have not exactly stayed in touch.
Okay,
Okay.
well, I'm just going to assume that that's where he is and that's where he belongs. So,
Well, good for you.
yeah, we're all proud of you, Veronica. And you should be proud of younger you for stepping up and taking a stand.
That's right.
Was that your whole career?
I will tell you this. I will, at the end of this year, be resigning from that company, and I have started my own program.
All right, good for you.
So I'm going to be my own boss.
Okay.
So you can yell at yourself.
Yeah, and drink whenever you want.
Yep.
Text in 78592 if you have a confession you've been holding on to. We'll hide your identity, mask your voice, and make you our next mass speaker. Your phone tap's coming up.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
As a wife, what do you do when your 6-year-old son has a birthday coming up and your husband doesn't help you plan anything whatsoever?
Leave him.
Oh, no, Jake.
Jake, if that
like
was
that
the
thought.
case, there would literally be no married
Yeah,
people.
ever.
Honestly.
Why I'm not a wife.
We have
It's the only way holidays, birthdays, anything happen.
we have Jake's strategy. You
Yeah.
could nag him maybe. Don't invite him to the party.
Yeah.
Or do you reach out to us to prank him?
Now that's a smart.
Oh, that's good.
One
I
of
like
our
that.
listeners chose that last option, which is why the birthday magician and his strange little assistant need to call up Dad before the party and sufficiently freak him out in your phone tap right now.
It's another phone tap.
Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Hello,
Hey, is this Mike?
this is Michael. Who's this?
It's the great Fumbellini.
Okay.
The magician. It's assigned to your kid's party tomorrow.
Oh,
Fumbellini,
hi.
remember from the website?
Yeah, my wife booked that.
Yeah. I just wanted to go over some details with you. I'm here with my assistant, Mojo.
Oh.
I'm Mojo.
That's
Hi, Mojo.
yeah. So I just wanted to call to go over a few changes we're making and kind of a rundown of what we do,
Honestly, man, whatever basic tricks you do is fine. My kid's turning 6.
Okay.
He's not going to really care.
Yeah. Well, I got you. Oh, here's the deal, though. Recently, I've had a little bit of a supply issue where I've been running out of rabbits to pull out of hats.
What?
I know. People don't think about the supply chain things like this, but we will be using ferrets instead. Mainly because Mojo loves ferrets.
Squishy.
Yeah, they are. They're squishy, Mojo.
Squishy.
Okay. He's looking at a picture of one right now.
Okay.
I know. It's not real, though, so stop trying to kiss it. No, Mojo, put it down. No, hold on. Will you give me a second, Mike?
What's going on over there?
So sorry. For the grand finale, I'll be using a live raccoon, so that'll be fun.
You're going to be using what?
A raccoon. Kids love raccoons. He only escaped twice this week, but I do feel like I'm training him better.
What?
Not squishy.
No, he's not. He's bitey. We talked about
I
that.
bought him.
No, don't bite him. We got rabies already. We can't do that anymore.
Okay.
No, don't.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
I'd say more risky than terrible, but don't worry. The rest of the show is pretty tame. Plus, as always, the kids are heavily involved in the act.
Well, I hope so.
Last week, one kid actually locked me in a box for 20 minutes during my escape trick. Mojo accidentally lost the key.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
It was in my diaper.
Yeah, it was in his diaper, and he made me fish it out. Not cool, Mojo.
Their hands are cold.
No, it doesn't matter how cold my hands are.
Is this like an adult show, like 18 and over? Because it doesn't really sound that appropriate for kids.
Oh, it's great for kids. Are you kidding me? I've recently been doing hypnotism. One kid thought his name was Cheese for 2 straight weeks after I was done.
Oh, my God.
He did snap out of it eventually.
He snapped up by eating cheese.
Yeah, he actually ate cheese. Who knew that you had to eat what you were, I guess.
Okay, this is sounding like a little bit too much, and I'm not sure this is going to work.
Okay, are you talking about the feral raccoon or the hypnotizing kids? Because we were planning to do both.
I mean, hypnotizing children? No, that's absolutely not happening.
You make Mojo sad.
Oh, no. Nobody wants to make Mojo sad. Hey, Mojo's getting sad, he said.
I don't care if he's sad. You're not doing it. Take it out of your act.
Okay, look, we'll skip it. We'll skip the hypnotism. We'll go straight to the grand finale. You are going to love it. I'm doing a brand new trick. I light fireworks inside of your house.
You are.
It's fun, all the colors.
You're not doing any of that in my house, dude.
Well, before you say no, the trick ends with a piñata cannon that shoots flaming candy across the room.
Cannon go boom.
Yeah, hot candy.
Hey.
Don't touch it. Yeah, it looks so cool on Instagram. You got to see our reels, man.
You're telling me that people actually sign up for this?
Well, we've had a few cancellations like midway through the show, but practice makes perfect, especially with the pyrotechnics.
All right, this is bullshit. I need to contact your company because I want a refund. You are not coming to my house.
Wait, hold on.
No cancel on Mojo.
Mojo?
No take Mojo money.
No, Mojo, calm down. Put your diaper back on.
Is this really happening?
Put it back on. He doesn't know it's a prank phone call.
Wait, you said this is a prank phone call?
Yes. Well, not for Mojo, but it is. This is actually Jose from Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning, man. We're doing a phone tap on you.
What the hell, man?
Your wife, she set you up. She said you've literally done nothing to help plan this party.
Well, you know what? She's right. I haven't done shit to help out this party.
I bet you want to be involved now that you know that you got Fumbellini and Mojo in the house.
Don't forget the exploding candy cannon or whatever the hell it is.
When you see flaming candy all over your house, you're going to love it, dude.
Absolutely.
The raccoon likes it too.
I told you to stop playing with that raccoon.
I bought it.
Bite it.
Wake up every morning with phone taps. Weekday mornings on the 20s. Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
What's better than one guy doing a questionable British accent? An entire morning show, all doing terrible British accents together.
Oh, you don't say, love.
And I would argue doing them pretty well, actually.
You would argue. There's an argument.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. But look, we did it for a good reason. In the name of making a true love connection happen.
Yes, for the listeners.
See, we're the type of show that does whatever it takes for our listeners. And sometimes it actually works.
Wow.
By accident, but yeah.
Totally not on purpose, true. That's why
a broken clock's right twice a day, right?
That's why we're gearing up for a special second date update.
Hey!
Bad accents be damned. You're going to hear it right after this.
Second date update.
Nothing worse than coming off of a first date knowing that you made a mistake.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Jose knows that feeling too well.
You just brought up a bunch of memories from last week.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I never should have ordered the king crab while I'm deathly allergic to shellfish.
Well done.
What was I thinking?
No, but it's impressive when you do it because it means you're balling out.
If I just keep stabbing myself in the neck with an EpiPen every 5 minutes, I can get through this. And
I mean, mouth to mouth counts as a first kiss.
Brooke is turned on by it. And one of our listeners wrote to the show saying he knows that he messed up, but he's hoping that his date didn't notice.
Okay.
The thing is, once I read what the mistake was, I mean, how could she not notice?
Oh, now I'm dying to know, Jeff.
Mitch,
It's not one of those things.
welcome to the show. What were you thinking?
Well, I don't know what I was thinking. I thought if I just kind of brought in a little added level of elevation that.
Wait, real quick. What's her name?
Casey.
Okay,
Casey.
Casey's the girl
Okay.
that you met. Start at the beginning. Tell us what went wrong.
Yeah. So we talked a little bit on dating apps, and we're like, let's just hang out at a local bar near my house. So
Okay. That seems innocent enough. Easy. Yeah.
It's a good vibe.
yeah. And I thought it might be a good idea to talk in a light British accent for a little bit.
What?
You always hear the concept that men with accents are sexier, and
Yeah.
Couldn't she see on your dating bio that you weren't British? I guess they wouldn't if she
They don't
lived
list
here.
that they're British.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They post only the
I mean, if I had
European.
I don't know. If I was British and I was on dating apps, it would be the first thing I would say.
Yeah.
Do you know how many swipe rights?
Only photos of you around London.
Yes.
To be fair, I don't think that you need to be British to use a British accent. I don't think women would care if you do a good enough one.
It can be pretty bad.
Yeah, talk to Britney Spears about how well that works out for her.
Maybe he has a great British accent. Can we get a sample of it?
Well, I quite fondly live across the pond.
Okay, that's just
Oh.
all right.
You really did it on the date, like from the very start?
Well, I was a lot more locked in the day of the date. I was practicing all day. Even when I was going to the gas station earlier, I was trying to be in character to make sure I had it down.
Okay, so we know why she's ghosting you.
What was her response when she first heard you talk like that?
Well, she asked if I was from there, and I said I lived over there just for a couple months, studying abroad.
Oh, yeah.
Some. That's good.
In
Wait, no,
Bridgerton, right?
Wait, is that his lie or is that really true that you lived over there?
It wasn't a lie.
Okay.
But that's not the point, okay? I wanted to sell the story.
Yeah.
Okay. So you told her in a couple months you developed an accent.
Oh, that's right. And then moved and forgot everything.
You ever go to Canada, and then next thing you know, you're saying A after everything?
That's not
the
It's a
same.
little different.
Mitch, you're a very impressionable young man. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Did Casey buy it? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
It felt like if she stuck around, she was into it. That's how I played it.
Oh.
So she was sticking around. We were still hanging.
Okay. Did you ever reveal your real voice?
So about 2 drinks in, I started kind of letting it slip my normal talking accent, but only in a few sentences here and there.
You're like Mel Gibson in Braveheart. Like a couple with an accent, a couple with an American accent.
Yeah, he turns it off and
all
on.
over the place.
Yeah, during the course of an hour and a half, I probably went in and out of the accent half a dozen times, but some of the words could go either way. So I kind of thought, maybe she didn't notice certain parts of it.
I don't understand. What's the long play on this? Because if you actually like this girl and you want to go out with her again, you can't continue this your entire relationship.
Yeah.
Well, I figured I could slowly water it down until it was back to my normal accent. Because the thought being I had been back in town long enough.
Yeah, you're reacclimating
I
back
see.
into the American
Got
accent.
it. Start wearing cutoff shirts and get really American with it. Eventually, Southern accent, spit and chew, right?
Okay. So how did you two leave it?
So we ended the date and it seemed fine. And then we just kind of went about our business.
So are you prepared to tell her the truth when we call her next, or are you wanting to keep up this farce?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Bro, I think you have to keep going. Look, this is a joke for the first 10 minutes. Then you tell her, just kidding, haha.
No way, we're a
Now
show
you're
from the
too deep in.
BBC, and we all call with a British accent.
no.
You like it?
Oh, I'm into it.
Yeah, let's practice it right now.
Oh, I'm into it.
Oh, hello.
Oh, crikey! Oh, no, that's
yeah,
Australian.
yeah.
Oh, God.
Right,
Well,
sometimes there's Australians
yeah, the
on
BBC
here.
has multiple
true.
networks,
Yeah.
so we're really going to terrify this girl when we come back and scream
Yeah.
at her in a bunch of different accents
No
and try to get
accent.
you
I'll
a
go
date.
make some tea.
No.
We're going to do it with your second date update right after this. Hold on, man.
Second date update.
You're in the middle of a second date update, and we're going to find out how the couple is doing right after you hear part 2.
This is the news intro from the actual BBC.
Oh, I knew that.
And I genuinely don't believe that we can actually pull this off. But it's actually more of a moral dilemma for us right now than it is for our listener, Mitch, who's asked us for a second date update because he faked a British accent during his first date to impress a girl.
He half faked it.
Yeah.
The American kept slipping out.
So clearly it didn't go very well for him, and that's why he's reached out to us for help. And now Brooke has suggested that we follow his lie and pretend to call the woman that he went out with named Casey pretending to be from the news desk at the BBC in London.
That's right, Jeffrey. We're here and we're on the job, all right?
And where?
On the job.
Oh.
What do they call
On
it there?
the job.
Job sounds too American.
Yeah, it does.
We're in the office.
We're at the loo. No.
No,
I
Blue's
don't know.
bathroom.
Okay.
We're
I don't
not
think
at
it's
the
going to
loo.
They just say they just call it
This
toilet.
might
Oh,
be
they
a
do?
this
I
might
wouldn't
be a
know.
disaster, but I have thought long and hard about what to do here.
Okay.
And Mitch, are you still there?
I am still there.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
So I think,
Okay.
for better or for worse,
Oh, you think we need to tell the truth?
we should try the British accent.
I didn't think you were going to say that.
What? For entertainment purposes, it's a pact that we're all making, and we're all in it together. We all go down together, us four, along with our good buddy Mitch.
You know,
That's
Al,
right.
we should call him
Okay.
Mitchell. No, not Mitch. Mitch is American.
Mitch is like a flatmate
Okay.
that you've had since college.
We need to stop with
Since
the
the
accents, or we're going to drive
uni-
all
Oh.
of our listeners
Yeah,
away
that's
on
true.
every continent.
Aw.
Mitch, we're willing to do this for you. We just have to be from some sort of British radio show, and we're doing a segment called The Second Date Shag-Off.
This is awesome. Let's do it.
Oh my God. I don't know why Jeffrey sounds like a male Mary Poppins.
Yes.
I love it.
Very formal. These Americans and their enthusiasm. I love it. Okay. Let us give Casey a ring, shall we?
Yes, ring a ding.
Off. Cheerio.
Righty
Here we
then.
go.
Hello?
Hello. Is this an American woman named Casey?
Who's calling?
Hello. Apologies for disrupting your day. I'm Jonathan Clark from BBC Radio 4. You're on our morning talk show here in London.
Oh, hello.
Hello?
Yes, I apologize. That's my co-host. She is quite drunk this morning.
I have very few
Okay.
words.
I apologize.
Many
Casey,
words.
are you there?
Yes. Is this some kind of joke? I mean,
No, it's no
Feels
joke.
like
We've phoned you today because we're delving into the raucous dating lives of cheeky Americans.
Oh, those Americans.
And
Wait,
you're-
no.
cheeky.
You mean British men?
No,
No,
Americans. Quite a few Irish coffees this one's
Yeah.
had. So your name was actually given to us by one of our listeners, a former local bloke named Mitchell.
okay. Yeah.
The two of you had a bit of a snog and a bob the other night.
Oh, God,
At
there
a-
was no...
At an American tavern.
Hey.
I'm not sure what that means, but we had a date the other night, yes.
So our jobs this morning is we would like to pry, if you don't mind, and ask you a bit about how it went.
Okay, hold on. So Mitch talked to you? You all the way in...
That's right.
Where are you? England?
Yes, Mitch spoke to us earlier. He said you two had a wicked good time, may have got a bit knockered at the bar, and we all want to know, is it factual or just a load of rubbish?
He said it was quite lovely, though.
Quite lovely.
Well, she was quite lovely.
She was.
Hey, Margaret Thatcher over there, if you could zip it. We're trying to speak to our new American friend, Casey, over here.
I love Americans.
Why is she interrupting, Jeffrey?
Casey, I do apologize.
No British people love Americans, Brooke.
So,
right.
in your opinion, Casey, how did it go?
This is so weird. But
Yes, I know this call's a bit random, but you were doing us a huge service if you could just speak to us for a tiny bit.
Well, I don't know what exactly you guys are looking for, but I mean, it was fine.
Okay, well, at any point during the date, was he acting a bit dodgy?
Well, there was a point towards the beginning of the date that I was a little taken aback because I didn't know he had a British accent.
It must have been a pleasant surprise to you then.
Well, to be honest, I wasn't really sure he was telling the truth, but it's all starting to make sense now, I guess, because I'm talking to you all.
Oh, no.
It's true.
Oh, Jeffrey.
You're never allowed to lie on British radio. That is one of the rules.
But on American radio, they lie all the time. Just lie, and maybe sometimes they should come clean.
Okay, look, Casey, I understand sometimes first dates can be a bit tricky. Yeah?
Definitely, yeah.
You know, you're trying to impress someone that you're meeting for the first time, so perhaps this was a situation going on with young Mitchell.
Right.
How is he better in British than he is?
The language just flows out of me. Here's the situation. The way that this segment works is we have the person that you went on a date with sitting on the other line, listening in on the conversation.
Yeah.
And at the start of this call, we were not fully honest with you, so I do apologize for that. But he is there waiting to speak his piece. Mitchell, are you there?
Hello.
Oh,
There he is.
Is there Brooke on the line?
Your knight in shining armor.
Mitch, is that you?
It is. It's me again. And
This is super strange.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not sure why you had to call England to have me out
Well,
for a second date.
he's a friend of our shows.
station I'm very familiar with, and in my time there, I spent listening to them a lot and grew quite fond of them.
I mean, okay, I guess that makes sense. I mean, you went to a lot of trouble for me, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, I think of you as a quite proper fit bird, so I wanted to do whatever it took.
But remember, Mitch, this may be very hard to keep up, if you know what I'm saying.
Mitchell never shies away from a challenge, though, do you, Mitch?
No, I do not.
Well, bloody hell.
I believe what my drunken co-host is referring to over there is it's quite difficult to go out in the modern world because of the prices of everything. Inflation has made paying for things just absolutely preposterous.
Atrocious, yes.
And so we're going to take care of all the finances and offer to pay for your next meetup with Mitchell.
Maybe some fish and chips and some mushy peas, huh?
No, now you're making me
A little
hungry.
bit of mint and vinegar.
I'd love to catch a film with you as well. That's something I know we both share in common.
What?
Trip to the cinema.
Mitch, why did you just sound like an American there?
Yeah.
Well, he does have American roots, so...
It could be an issue with the telly that we're going over.
With the telly.
It's the telephones.
Oh, no.
Ooh, you know, unfortunately, I am staring out the window, and I do see Big Ben off in the distance, and we are running out of time here.
It is night time here for us. So.
The segment is nearly at a close. Casey, we need an answer from you.
Yes,
definitively,
please.
yes or no. Would you like to go out with Mitch once more?
Well, I don't know why everybody's laughing, and I feel like I could be missing the joke here. But, yeah, I'd like to try it again.
Hey, party to you! All right, I'm throwing my top hat into the air.
It's going to be a quite proper fine night, and we're going to have an incredible evening together again.
All right.
No guy has ever gone to this much trouble to try to get me to go out on a second date with him. So I'm impressed.
Is that a
Jeffrey?
Yay!
Anything for a special lady like yourself?
All right, Mitch, why don't you pipe down for just a bit? It's another successful second date snog-off right here on BBC Radio 4. Stay tuned as we recap all of the Beatles' greatest hits.
Beatles.
Right
That's
after
all we
this.
play.
This is rubbish, Jeff.
They never go out of style here in London.
Okay.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey. Oh, no, it's Jonathan Clark.
Be quiet. This is not good.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Well, there's proof that we
my
could
gosh.
do a successful radio show in England
Oh,
if
that's
we
it?
wanted to.
Yeah.
BBC, you have our number. But now it's time for us to get an update on Mitch and Casey's situation. And unfortunately, Casey couldn't be with us on the call today. It's just going to be Mitch. Mitch, what's going on?
Hey guys, how's it going?
What's going on with you and Casey?
So we are unfortunately not together anymore.
What?
No.
I have to know. Did you ever come clean?
So I was able to keep it up for a pretty good amount of time, I'll be honest.
Really?
But unfortunately, I just was not able to keep it up.
Yeah.
Honestly, the election really screwed everything up.
The election?
What?
Yeah, because as soon as the election here kind of finished, she started asking me all these questions about British politics.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh, no, and you know nothing.
What did you say?
I told her it's really all about what Queen Elizabeth wants to do.
Okay, that's not it.
Not
She's just a...
anymore.
You actually said Queen Elizabeth runs the show?
Yeah, and unfortunately, she is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the king
you
over
didn't
there
know
now.
that.
For a while.
Yeah.
So, did you just finally tell her, I'm sorry I've been lying to you?
At a certain point, we did finally get to it. I got to break from my fake accent and kind of mention, all right, here's actually what's going on. And I tried to wrap it up as could you even imagine a man trying so hard to keep you happy?
That's not gonna work.
She wasn't impressed by that?
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, so it's just me, guys. So if you know anyone that's attracted to British men, you let them know.
No.
You've got to stop.
Yes, you got to be an Australian guy next time. They'll be able to hold on longer.
I don't know. Alexis is attracted to British dudes.
No, I can tell a fake one from a mile away.
Okay, hey, man. I'm sorry you aren't together, but keep us updated. If you need more help with your dating life, you can always reach out, okay?
All right, thanks, guys.
Only American you can reach out, though. All right.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
There's a 6-year-old girl who's taking social media by storm, and now there's close to 12 million people who all agree she could be the next big star.
Ooh, yes!
Plus, the hot new conspiracy theory that Americans are sharing. And you know it's good because it started from a guy in Florida.
Oh, my gosh.
We believe it already.
It's going to be great.
Finally, audio of one guy's hilarious snafu during a traffic stop. Learn the one thing you should never say to a cop who pulls you over during a brand new
TikTok click shot.
That's coming up right now. Once again, the number one New Year's resolution people have made this year is to lose weight.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's already failed. Yeah.
That's probably true, but
That's next week.
apparently word on the street is Ozempic is out. And what's in?
What's that?
TikTok click shot.
Yep, one injection of it downstairs, and you're good to go for the next 6 months.
Why can't you just put it in your ears, Jeff?
It has to go downstairs. It's TikTok Click Shock, where we serve up the biggest TikTok videos from the past week. Let's get right to your first TikTok Click Shock, which is a video that got filmed over Christmas time, but just recently was posted and went viral.
Dude, I was really off TikTok over the break, so I'm really excited to get back in the trend.
We can show you anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, this one features a little girl with a lot of self-confidence who went off script during her school's holiday concert.
Oh, yes.
The video's getting millions of views after she grabbed the mic and did this.
I am very proud of myself and all of my other friends inside my class. And my class is really sweet, except one little boy. And I need to tell you...
Let her keep going.
They
Did
took the
take
microphone
mic?
away from her before she could go on.
And I need to tell you about Noah. Yeah.
No confirming if the mischievous little boy is Brooke's son, Alder, but
probably.
The video did get over 11 million views, and the number one comment on it was, "Give her back the mic. I need to hear the tea."
I know.
That's what I want.
I really wanted to hear her thoughts.
Others suggested dinner conversations at her house must be filled with school drama.
Yeah, the tea.
And others say that she was just born for the stage.
Yeah, that was so cute.
That was cute.
And way to hype everybody up. You know?
Yeah, like
except for the one kid.
She's a star.
deserve it.
Maybe we'll see her in the future opening up for Jose at the Quesadilla Factory.
Oh, I haven't been to the Quesadilla Factory in a minute. Good place.
You're not dropping the T hard enough, Jose. That was a TikTok Click Shock. On to your next.
Woo! TikTok click shot.
Which is from a Florida resident, so you know this is going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
His name is David Bamber. He's a self-described conspiracy theorist.
Oh, goodness.
Which is
Here we
interesting
go.
because normally they don't describe themselves as conspiracy
Right,
theorists.
They
because-
take them seriously.
They're
they think they're
truth tellers.
truth. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no,
So
not,
he knows.
not David. He knows. And
Okay.
he recently went viral, racking up 3.4 million views because of his take on fog this time of
Fog.
year. And how it just seems different.
So it's crazy foggy right now, but that's not the weird part. Like, number one, it's weird because as it gets later in the day, fog should lighten, dissipate. But the weirdest part is the taste and smell. It smells like after you set off a bunch of fireworks, and like the taste of the air is, I mean, the only word I can think of is toxic. And it's kind of worrying me a little bit.
Toxic fog.
He's not walking through smoke.
No,
There's no way.
It's not like he's walking out of a fireworks show or something like
That's what I was
that.
wondering.
He smells sulfur. It sounds like.
If you're not understanding what he's saying, and I do not blame you if you don't understand, but
Yeah.
David believes there's a chemical fog that is being put there by either our government or somebody else's government, and it's sweeping across the nation right now.
Why do I feel like there's people booking plane tickets to go there and just take a big breath?
All the conspiracy
That smells good.
As you heard him say, it has a certain smell to it, and it's giving people flu-like symptoms.
Wait,
which is
That's new.
it's unusual during the height of flu season
Yes.
for people to have flu-like symptoms.
Wow, that's crazy.
So something must be up. And instead of COVID, he's calling it fogvid.
It's not very creative, my man.
Flows off the tongue.
There's a million doctors in the comments going, this is wrong, or
Yeah.
scientists can explain the smell, and he's going, no!
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
right.
you want me to think!
That's right.
A lot of people in the
Fogvid is
comments,
here.
they are mocking him for his logic,
Yeah.
but the chemtrail people are loving
Oh, I
it.
bet they are.
They are all
I bet they
on
are.
board with David.
Yeah.
Text in to 78592 if you've experienced fogvid in your area.
Also, what's your favorite conspiracy?
Yeah.
That's it.
We want to know them all. That was a TikTok click shock. Let's go to your final
TikTok click shot.
from a California police department in Moretta County. So, they have body cams now that record everything that they do. And they pulled over a man on New Year's Eve who was driving a little bit erratically. Here's the conversation caught on the body cam. See if you can pick up on the little mistake that the driver says.
Today you're being stopped for a DUI investigation. Do you have your license on you?
I do.
Okay. Where are you coming from?
I was just dropping off my friend because I'm the DUI tonight, and I was dropping her off near the In-N-Out off of Temecula.
Okay.
And I'm heading my way back off of,
You're the DUI tonight? Do you mean to say the DD?
No. Sorry. I had a beer and some champagne a couple hours ago, but...
So I gotta place you under arrest, okay?
Did you guys catch the mistake that he said?
I know, but I feel like I would make that mistake sober.
Yeah, because you're thinking about a DUI.
And the guy had just said DUI, and then I would repeat him. I get really nervous.
I do get nervous.
Yes.
Despite all your nervousness, word of advice, if you're the designated driver, try not to tell authorities you're the DUI of the night.
Yeah.
But-
Probably don't add that you had some beer and champagne.
Yeah.
Never admit that.
Yeah, that's not a very good DD.
But-
Yeah, you're just a D at that point.
I almost said DUI right there, I swear.
Oh, Brooke!
But
It's not a very good DUI either.
after he said that, he's seen on the body cam taking his field sobriety test, struggling to maintain balance and nearly falling over multiple times. So, sounds like the DUI was SOL.
Yeah.
Now he's got to go back to the DMV.
Yeah, SMH. Those were your
Woo! TikTok click shot.
stories for the day.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
We've got Alyssa back on the phone with us today. She is 1-4 all time against you, so
Ooh, okay. She's done it before then.
not great. But her goal this year, she says, is to be better. Be a better listener, a better gambler,
Hey.
a better lover, and a better winner.
Okay.
Starting today when she crushes Brooke's bones in trivia.
Those all go hand in hand. You could gamble really good and then have a really good night to follow. You know?
You make her sound like a horny person with a gambling problem.
That's just the vibe that I get from you, Alyssa. Am I close? Am I in the ballpark there?
Horny gambling addict?
sure, definitely.
Just like Brooke.
I love Alyssa.
Wow, you're our type of people, Alyssa. Let's
Put it all on red, Alyssa.
we're
Let's
sending
go.
Brooke out of the studio so we can just talk to you. You got 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. If you don't know when you could say pass, but you have to beat her outright if you want to win. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, I've got a good feeling about it today, Alyssa. Here we go. Your time starts now. Apple's iPhone was first unveiled to the public on this day in what year of the 2000s? 2005 or 2007?
2005.
In which U.S. city would you find the French Quarter?
New Orleans.
What disease is caused by an immune reaction to gluten?
Oh, celiac disease.
In the Addams Family, what language does Morticia speak that always excites her husband Gomez?
French.
Pablo Picasso was one of the suspects questioned after what famous piece of art was stolen in 1911?
Mona Lisa.
Alyssa, you showed up to play today. Well done. Brooke's coming back into the studio here. Plus, apparently, Alyssa got some great news recently. She's going to be starting a brand new job on Monday.
All right, Alyssa.
Alyssa, what are you going to be doing?
Okay, don't say it's radio personality and you're replacing me. I'm finding out this way.
Poker dealer. Come on.
Yeah, what is it?
Be our recovery coach.
A recovery coach.
Oh, that's so cool.
So she's a horny ex addict.
Yeah, okay.
We like it.
You're the perfect person for that job, Alyssa. Are you excited about it?
Good work, Alyssa.
I am super stoked about it.
Oh, man, it's
we
going to be
need
a year
you.
of changing lives for you. That's
so
really
good.
cool.
I love that.
Yeah, we're all going to be your patients soon.
Yeah.
So keep open slots for us.
Laughing.
Do you offer discounts?
Yeah. Brooke, it's your turn. Are you ready?
Yes.
Your time starts now. Apple's iPhone was first unveiled to the public on this day in what year of the 2000s? 2005 or 2007?
7.
In which U.S. city would you find the French Quarter?
Louisiana?
What disease is caused by an immune reaction to gluten?
Celiac.
In the Addams Family, what language does Morticia speak that always excites her husband Gomez?
French?
Pablo Picasso was one of the suspects questioned after what famous piece of art was stolen in
Mona Lisa.
1911?
Oh, my God. But I said a state instead of a city.
Yeah, that was a low
It's
point for you.
embarrassing.
Let's go to the scoreboard to see how you did with Jose.
Nothing says loving like my crescent rolls.
Bolaños.
Alyssa, you got 4 correct today.
Oh, my God.
That's how
If
it's
you
done.
tell me I lost because of New Orleans, I'm going to be so mad.
Brooke,
Oh, my God.
also 4.
Oh, my God. I barely did it. Oh. Alyssa, I'm sorry, but I would have hated myself for at least 5 days if I had lost.
Yeah, we tied. I knew we tied.
Okay.
So close.
Let's go over the answers for everybody. Apple's iPhone first unveiled to the public on this day in the year 2007. The U.S. city where you'd find the French Quarter is New Orleans, which is in Louisiana. Yes, Brooke. The disease caused by an immune reaction to gluten is celiac disease. In the Addams Family, Gomez gets excited every time Morticia speaks French. Pablo Picasso was one of the suspects questioned after the Mona Lisa was stolen in 1911.
Dude, imagine like being that good at art that someone's like, you took other stolen
No,
art.
I think he's just so sketchy.
Oh, was he sketchy? I don't know a lot about him.
Yeah, difficult
not a
life,
great
that
history.
guy.
Everyone seems to know something I don't.
Real womanizer.
Yeah.
Pablo Picasso.
Picasso would be a good person for Alyssa to help in his recovery.
There we go. Okay, now I get it.
I'm sorry, it was not enough to beat Brooke today, but the good news is, just for playing, we are giving you a pair of tickets to Kuza by Cirque du Soleil, performing January 19th through March 2nd under the Big Top at King County's Marymore Park. Get ready for the acrobatic adrenaline rush of Kuza by Cirque du Soleil.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Fun.
Well, let's look at that. You're already fulfilling your resolution. You got better because you didn't lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
There we go.
Be better.
Come back and you'll win again soon, okay?
Yes, thank you.
We're going to be back to do Win Brooks Bucks same time tomorrow.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.